Let's play! Whoa!
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for being very patient with me while I had my lunch. Excuse me. Now I feel like I have something in my damn throat. I'll be okay, though. So, we saw all the vessels in the game in some capacity. I know there's certain variants we haven't seen, and that'll be okay. I mean, I did a lot that I was happy to do or to show off. But there are a few things I'm going to try my best. Like, there's still like those 2 endings I want to try getting. And we just got to see how it's going to go. So, first things first, there is an ending if we constantly try leaving the cabin or like turn around and not go towards the cabin with chapter 2. You gotta do it like 6 times before the game actually does something. So let's try that first. And like, because we saw a lot, there's gonna be a lot of skipping here. So just as a heads up.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've...
Of course she's dead. Leave. Can't do anything.
Really?
Of course I don't... Maybe I went a little too fast. Alright, hold on.
Oh, are you now?
Yes. What's... Oh, good.
Okay. So now we're in a chapter 2, right? So we've seen this before, but I'll showcase this. We tried turning around and leaving.
Do you think there's something else out there? Alright. Let's see what we can find. It's bound to be more interesting than doing the same thing over again. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
No, but, so what?
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
You finally finished making your pancakes? Nice.
Oh, how quaint. He really wants us to go in there, doesn't he? You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask, but fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
So this was our actual first iteration of the long quiet and seeing kind of the shifting mound. We just didn't realize it until much later.
What's going on? Where are we? I don't know. But it feels like home.
The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by a textured nothingness. It is quiet. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. It was a specter too, so yeah, this is like literally, we're going around full circle, really. We're looping! Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistant fingers drag claws around the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. Urgency. You have a story you need to finish. It's only for us to escape this place. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There's only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am your only salvation. So now we go back. Now, apparently we have to do this in chapter 2. It doesn't matter if we kept doing this now. Yeah.
You're silent. There's always a choice.
So there we go. I think... Are we on the stranger again? Wait. How do I might have done something again here. Hold on. It says in the stranger routes, which is where we're at, instead of walking away from the cabin, you can choose to instead wait in the woods forever to trigger the world unwinding. Oh. Is there a way we can just...
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this serious. A warning. She will twist, ignore. Let's...
Now, hold on, I think I did something wrong. So maybe not keep turning around. Or actually, no, let's try it again, actually. Hold on.
Your silence is deafening.
Because I want to wait.
But fine. Oh, there's always... We can't just...
Damn it. I keep going too fast and I screw this up. I am so sorry, guys.
Serious? You're really keen. You're silent. There's always a choice.
That's the stranger again. And now, I guess I can just... It says I can wait? But I'm not really seeing a wait option.
If he doesn't matter, if by the world... You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Oh, she will twist, ignore. Let's... The cabin interior, the only... If you want, no, I've already... You can't
Can I go back?
No, just... How? I'm not going to...
No. Huh. Well, maybe I won't... Maybe I won't go the stranger route, then.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so...
It's...
The razor. Now, if we turn around and leave...
And seriously? You're just going to... Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path. That's strange. It looks like this path... You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? But fine. You turn around and trek back down the path.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you
So
still hear me?
it keeps
You're supposed to
happening
wind
that
up
it's the
back
same
at the cabin
text.
again. But everything is getting fuzzy. What's going on? Where are we? That son of a bitch flipped over the table, didn't he?
It's quiet. I've been here before. Memory returns. There's a distant rumbling. That which dwells in the empty spaces contracts across the edges of our mind again. She's furious. Every door you close on me is a door you close on yourself. Do you want to linger here, entwined with a creature you taught to hate you forever? Eternity never ends. Our infinities shrink into something less. I hate you, 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 I hate you. Anger. So yeah, the 5, what is it? So the 5 flavors like grief, whatever, but yeah, we had to go through them all. So
You're on.
now we do it again. We just do this a bunch of times until we finish the game.
Oh.
That's
it's been so
literally
long
all there
since
is to
anyone's
it.
come down.
Turn around and leave.
Right. We should just leave. There's nothing we can do to stop her, so we might as well enjoy what little time we have left.
Seriously?
Now there are a few new things with like the whatever voice is with us, so there's that.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue. That's strange. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? But fine. You turn around and trek back.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear? What's going on? Where are we? We're dead, obviously.
Obviously, jeez. It's quiet. You have been here before. There's a distant rumbling. Desperate, please. I do not hate you. I am sorry. I said I hate you. I do not have to hate you. We can still leave this place together. We can be friends. You are elated. You've never felt more elated than you feel now. Everything is good. You cannot remember what it was like to feel anything other than euphoric joy. We can be worse than enemies. You're torn to a million pieces and you feel pain in each of them. You've never felt more miserable than you feel now. You cannot remember what it's like to feel anything other than anguish. You're elated again. You've never felt more elated than you feel now. In contrast to the agony you've suffered, this elation is better than all of the other elation you've experienced. I need vessels so that I can be finished. I cannot find them on my own, for they are me. You're the only one who can do this. You are our only salvation. Bargaining. So yeah, nature, what we're doing is like we're constantly trying to turn away from the cabin in chapters 2 to get another ending.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone...
Now we turn around
Oh,
again.
seriously?
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue. That's strange. You're really keen on wasting.
It's a lot of
everyone's time,
repeats,
aren't you?
but it's okay.
Fine. You turn around and trek back.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear? What's going on? Where are we?
I told you we shouldn't have come here. I told you. But did you listen? No.
I just love this. One of the first things I did when I initially started playing the game here. Dejection, feelers limp against your soul. Why? A long silence, a hollow heart. I don't want to see you. Let's do it again.
Oh, are you now?
Are you serious? It's a good idea. We've taken some bad hits, but we've dealt some too. She has to be feeling it more than we are. Let's regroup upstairs. If we're lucky, maybe she'll just bleed out.
I'm not really sure if I've seen this one if I flee.
Fine. You make a mad dash to the basement stairs, the princess's chains rattling as she tries to chase you, but pulling taut much too soon for her to catch up.
Do you really think you can just walk out of here?
She steps towards you, ignoring her chains. They creak and strain as she pulls against them until finally they break. The links clatter to the floor. Useless. She's free. Hurry. You push your broken body as she closes in, and just
Or is
barely
this
manage
going to
pass
lead to the
freshly
nightmare?
closed
Actually, yeah, it does lead to
Just
the nightmare.
ignore her. This is good. I was worried you might fall for his shit again, but this is good. Whatever answers there are to be found, they aren't here, and they definitely aren't there. Seriously? You're just going to... Fine. I suppose you just... You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? But fine. You turn around...
Alright, just a few more times.
Something isn't right. Can you still... What's going on? Where are we? It's finally happened, hasn't it? We finally cracked.
The feelers hold you in a gentle caress. I cannot stop you, but our spool is nearly taut. If you come here again, we will be here forever. Okay. This time I'll just go without the blade.
You are?
So you're no... Yes, we're safe for taking flight. Seriously? You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? But fine. You turn around and trek back.
Wait, something isn't right. What's going on? Where are we? A dark place. Thoughts like us shouldn't be here.
We've been here multiple times. It's okay. Oblivion. The many feelers pull your shape into something formless. You have made a decision. It is a wrong one. I love you. You are bliss, joy and understanding everywhere at once. Your soul threatens to fade away. I love you. You are agony, a numbing arm, a parched throat, an open wound, your soul forced back into existence. I love you. You are bliss, joy, and understanding everywhere at once. Your soul threatens to fade away. I love you. You are agony, a numbing arm, a parched throat, an open wound, your soul forced back into existence. I love you. You are bliss, joy, and understanding everywhere at once. Your soul threatens to fade away. I love you. You are agony. I love you. Consciousness fades away. Just as you were nothing. So, that is literally an ending. Just not accepting we gotta do whatever. Just keep turning away. So that only took like 15 or so minutes once I figured out exactly what I had to do. But there you are. And we picked up a lot of trophies just for doing that. Jeez, the Princess Oblivion. Okay, now with that being said and done, just 12 more to go. And I think what I want to do now is to get the brand new ending. Now, this is going to require quite a bit in the sense that there's only very specific vessels I can do this with. And with that also being done, I need to do it in a way I need to do it in a way that will give me the endings I need, or like the dialogue options that I need. So, and a lot of these are going to be like chapter 3 princesses or vessels. So there's going to be a lot of skipping here. What I could do though, one of them is the gray. And we haven't seen the burned gray. So I gotta go down the damsel path. And we just gotta slay her. So we can take a look at that, and then everything else will be really fast forward. So let's give this a shot. So once again, to do the damsel, we gotta go back in here, enter the basement without it, without the blade.
You are?
Try examining it. Save her.
Fine.
We need to resist.
The blade. Move.
Damsel. So now we go back here. We want the blade. And simply enough, we just need to kill her to get the burned gray.
Blade in hand, you run the princess down.
Wait, no! You barbarian, what do you think you're doing?
But you ignore the pleas of the foolish little voice and press on. The princess's eyes grow wide with terror as you approach, but she does absolutely nothing to stop you. Your blade pierces her heart, and she collapses pathetically to the ground.
I don't like this. I feel so bad. Ugh, I hate this.
I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
Oh no.
No, my love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not you.
I'm going to die now. I think that's what you want.
Okay, well, I'm not saying that's funny, but it's just a little bit.
And just like that, she's dead. And the world is saved. Thank you for seeing this through. I know it must have been difficult.
I feel sick. Sick? You took part in the murder of the fairest creature that's ever lived. And you merely feel sick. I, for one, am absolutely distraught. Grief-stricken. Inconsolable.
You'll get over it. You just saved everyone.
Get over it? You smarmy ass. There's nothing in the world worth getting over it for. We might as well just end it all.
You raise the blade, aiming the point directly towards your heart. Excuse me? No, you absolutely do not do that. Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions. We should give ourselves a minute, take a deep breath, and...
Rash. The only rash decision we've made was running our cursed blade through her heart. This is far from rash. This is measured. This is the only thing left for us to do now that she's gone.
Oh boy. You know, I'm the one who makes the decisions here, and I say no.
Exactly. You're not doing this.
All of you may have previously thought that my passions were too great to stifle, but those were merely passions of joy. My passions of sorrow run deeper than the ocean itself, and you'll find that they are far more unstiflable. Haven't you? Haven't you all?
I don't believe this. What? What don't you believe? You plunge the blade into your own heart and collapse to the floor. You can't be serious. Why are you helping him? I'm not. He just made it happen. I'm sorry.
That's right. You're all sorry.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Jeez, I hate him. So, like I said, even though we've seen the gray before, this is a different variant called the burned
You're
gray.
on a path
In the... You horrid monster. Do you think just because we've returned to the woods you've earned my forgiveness? Our beloved had best be alive and well when we return to the cabin, or you'll never know the end of my wrath.
She won't be alive and well when we return to that cabin, because she's dead. We killed her.
You killed her, and so I killed you.
And you clearly didn't do a good enough job. I'm still here.
Oh, and I'm still here too. If you lot get to be blessed with seemingly eternal life, that must mean she's still there, waiting for us to throw ourselves at her feet in remorse.
I doubt it. I think I'm better at killing than you are.
So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2?
It's our third. What gave it away?
Your open discussions. I couldn't care less what he knows. Every second we stand around arguing in the woods is a second that I'm anxiously worrying about her.
Take us to the cabin and take us there now! With each passing moment, our relationship may be damaged even further, though I fear the rift between us may already be permanent. And if it is permanent, then what? You'll kill us again?
Oh, you just wait and see. My vengeance will echo the depths of my bereavement.
Don't provoke him. I'd prefer if we didn't die again. I'm not fond of dying. Why not? You've already done it twice. It was unpleasant. It was only unpleasant because you think it's supposed to be unpleasant. I'll make you feel what I feel if it's the last thing I do.
And mark my words, you won't like it when it happens.
Oh, how exciting. I'd love to see you try.
Can I?
I'm looking forward to it.
Whoops, sorry.
Good. I am too.
Can I talk now? Yes, I can. Great. Now that you're listening, let me remind you that if you're here in the woods, it means that the princess is not dead, and that her very existence currently poses a direct threat to the entire world.
Yeah. Let's just go.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning and want to... Oh, we'll muck it up all right. We'll get our happy ending, even if it damns each and every person who's ever lived. Whatever you do, don't let him influence a single decision. He's clearly lost it. I hate that I'm agreeing with him on anything, but I really don't like being at the whims of someone so unstable. It's stressful. Yes, having all those feelings isn't very productive, is it? But we're just passengers here. Why stress over something you can't control?
Oh no, I'm like literally clearing my throat. It wasn't a matter of like, oh, I'm interjecting with the game or, disagreeing or something. No, it always happens right after I eat. I was like, ugh.
You're saying that like stress is just something you can turn off. It is. It's easy. Whatever happens, happens.
Are you even alive?
What's the point of doing anything if you're not going to feel a single emotion? I don't know. I just exist. And that's fine with me. This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await. The interior of the cabin feels dry and brittle. Ancient dust-covered wooden beams hold up a crumbling ceiling like mummified ribs, each elegantly carved detail of the stately building preserved in an extended stasis. Everything here has been kept safe and dry and lifeless.
Definitely a difference from the the drowned gray. We do see her there on the left. Good day. I would like to echo my earnest entreaty. It is not merely advisable, but essential that we take decisive action to slay her. While my influence in this matter may have diminished, the urgency of this undertaking resonates with profound importance as we seek to bring her reign to a definite conclusion. Well, narrator, this is like my, fourth stream of the game? Trust me, my very first one? Oh yeah, gung-ho I went with slaying. But now we have to see what else there is to do. Well, there is going to be a lot of slaying here, too, because I am trying to get the brand new ending of the game that requires you to do certain paths with certain vessels. So.
But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you. There is a figure faintly outlined against the dusty wood of the far wall. Is that her? Our beloved. So she does live. She doesn't look very alive to me. Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room.
Have I not received the eternity of bliss and happiness after slaying her? Oh, I did. I was just bored. You can only do so much with eternal bliss, so.
The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door. There's a mirror, that's it. The mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade. That's strange. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? Maybe it's gone because we've already killed her with it.
Perhaps it's gone because an oh-so-deserved guilt has started to worm its way into each and every one of you.
Perhaps all of you do feel just as bad as I about what we've done. Though if you felt the oppressive guilt I feel, we would have manifested that weapon directly into our heart.
Oh, calm down, Smitten. How'd you end up in this situation if you have gotten to the Eternity of Bliss? Well, it's not really advisable, but it's like, hey, how can we end this? We still have the blade, and if you put two and two together, here we are.
I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement? You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You must think you're looking at that mirror you mentioned earlier, the one that doesn't exist. It's so hazy.
I did, narrator. I sadly did. I wouldn't even say sadly. We just didn't want to be in that situation anymore.
It's time for all of you to see what we've become.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. The hand. So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other things.
I see. We are too hideous for even a mirror to behold. We can only hope she might still see some good in us.
No.
No way left to go but down. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an antique staircase.
Oh, she looks so
lit by
sad.
weak torchlight. The air here is so stale it practically stands still, as if the very molecules of this place have been fossilized, trapped for eons until your arrival. Even the blaze of the torches can't penetrate the odorless air, as if they'd run out of fuel to burn ages ago, their light still flickering more out of habit than from adhering to a physical reality. A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadow. There she is again. My love. She's just an old memory. Your eyes lock for a brief moment, then she vanishes around the corner.
Is anyone there?
You receive no response. Do you think she's upset with us? Don't like being here unarmed after what happened last time. I feel so exposed.
Of course she's livid, and with good reason.
You aren't helping. Are you scared of a little ghost? What's she going to do? Look at us until we feel bad? She can look all she wants. It won't do anything. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain. This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom. See? She's dead.
No. What foul trickery is this? How can this be? We just saw her alive and well a moment ago, floating away transparently.
Whatever we saw was a ghost. I thought we were all on the same page. Do try to keep up. Your thoughts are interrupted by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock. You turn to see the shade of the princess staring down at you from the top of the stairs, clutching a brightly burning torch. So that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart. And yet she isn't dead.
I was about to say, I'm like, I have a feeling, I was like, is she holding a torch? And I'm like, oh, well, now we know why this path is called the Burned Gray.
She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before?
Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest. This is extremely bad. Catastrophic, even.
No, it's okay. No, don't worry about it. How could you possibly choose to destroy yourself? I offered you an eternity filled with bliss and happiness, yet you so casually threw it all away. It's infuriating. How would you reject such a precious gift? Do you even understand the depth of your ingratitude is as if you took something sacred and trampled it underfoot without a second thought? What drove you to make this choice? Well, we had help with the voices, they kind of persuaded us a little bit. You ought to have instructed the other echoes to assist in you managing your medication. Wouldn't that be an interesting take?
Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying, or destroying, if we want to be a little more death-neutral, seems off the table.
We make amends. She obviously still holds us in her heart. She's bearing a torch for us and everything.
But she hasn't said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this?
You came back. I missed you.
That angelic voice, I missed you too, my beloved.
You sure snapped back to your old self quick.
Yes, seeing her dazzling countenance again has reignited the warmth in my heart. I have found it in me to forgive the sins this body has committed. We can have our perfect romance after all.
This is a bad place. We're supposed to be together, but it keeps making us hurt each other.
The torch falls from the princess's hand and bounces down the stairs.
It'll be so much better when it's gone.
The skeletal wood of the basement, perfectly dry after uncountable years of desiccation, immediately catches fire. She's trying to kill us.
A misplaced escalation of her passions, but clearly she still cares for us. I say we burn with her.
I don't think that's how it works, but, are you mad at me for killing you? I'm sorry!
I'm not mad at you. You gave me so much to think about. And it's all going to be over soon. It's all going to be better.
She's holding a grudge.
She wouldn't. She's perfect.
The fire grows quickly, devouring the basement, dancing up the walls and painting every surface with strokes of flame. You're choked by smoke, and the air around you grows uncomfortably warm. We've never burned to death before. I wonder how it's going to feel.
I don't know, with the coal, the man has weird wonderings for sure.
Bad. I bet it'll feel really, really bad. Yes, it will be terrible, so you'd better come up with something to do and fast. Your personal safety is far from the only thing she's threatening right now.
I think a bit of fiery passion is good for the world. You're just trying to spoil her fun.
Yeah, like, figuratively, not literally smitten.
I'm not spoiling anything. I'm trying to prevent oblivion.
No, we just saw Oblivion. It was fine. It only took like 15 minutes.
As you rush up the stairs towards the princess, the entire cabin erupts into a raging inferno. You push through the flames, trying to ignore the choking hot air filling your lungs. You manage to reach her, your hand wrapping around the hilt of the blade. But the metal is already blistering hot. Your hand sizzles as it melts on contact. You can't so much as pull away, your nerves seizing up as they're fried. The bones of your hand fusing in place around the weapon.
Oof.
The princess, smiling warmly as her skin bubbles away, places her hand on yours and clutches it to her chest.
This is a very, unnerving image. Are you kidding me? You actually chose to lick the princess's feet instead of stepping up and slaying her like a true hero would? What kind of pathetic, spineless decision is that? It's embarrassing. Here we had a chance to rid the world of tyrants and save countless lives, and instead, you opted for some humiliating, servile act. Do you have any idea how ridiculous that makes you look? Well, I will say that our last route was very simpy. Very much so. I can only say so much. I can only resist so much to a very tall and muscular versions of the princess.
The pain is unbearable at first. Every inch of you screams as your flesh is stripped away, your muscles stiffening as they're cooked, your blood boiling in your veins. But it isn't long before the flames take your nerves.
Jesus.
And with them, your ability to feel much of anything. See? That wasn't so bad. It was so bad.
But somehow, nothing is so much worse.
You'll get used to it. There are still the feelings of the heart. Those never go away.
Oh, they always do in the end. You just haven't experienced enough. Eventually you'll want them to stop too. You'll make them stop. Trust me.
The princess's smile never fades. Her skin peels away, and then her muscle, until all you can see is her charring skull, locked in an eternal grip. It's very romantic, really. We got our happy ending after all. We can die happy.
Sure, Smitten. Sure. Keep in mind, Pharaoh, while the melted princesses look horrible, so do we. Yeah, well, now we match. Geez, so both variants of the gray are pretty rough. Now,
I'm begging.
remember, like, the whole thing I told you guys, like, oh, you know, we're supposed to say, like, they're gonna die. Actually, I didn't even do it right there. It's at that point where we tell them, like, hey, you know, you guys are gonna be gone, but I'll still be here. That's how you get, like, the extended ending to the one I showed last time.
She asks that I tell you to. You won't.
So this should actually give me another trophy as well. A bright heart, the burned gray. Okay, so that's one. Because that was probably one of the easier ones to do. You can just do any ending of the gray. We can also do any ending of the razor as well. I guess we can do that. I just forgot how to do the razor. Where is it? Or you know what? Because I'm afraid it may go into something different. Maybe I should skip the razor. I can do any ending of the stranger. Shoot, how do I get the stranger again? Do I just keep going back? Yeah, just keep going into refuse. Wait a minute, isn't it? This is in chapter 1. Refuse to go into the cabin until the world ends.
There's always a choice.
Yeah, there it is. So yeah, this one. Yeah, we just gotta get any ending. So let's go and do that. So I know a lot is going to be a lot of skipping.
There must. I don't. Is this a?
Wait, that's not right.
There you go. That was easy. Now I'm trying to wonder how to get the other ones.
What is that supposed to be? He's just...
Maybe it is simply just exploring, and that's how we get it. Whatever. Okay, that's 2. Great. Now you have the option at the bottom to stay in the woods forever. Did I? Oh, it's fine. Okay, so that's 2. What else can we do? A lot of these now are gonna have to be like we have to go into like the third we had to go into the third. The third princesses. I guess could do the cage. It says here, like, once you've made it out of the cabin, I can drop her into the abyss. Or, in the paranoid specific ending, slay her. How the hell do I do that? I don't remember getting an option to slay her in Cage. But I guess we can try. So how do I get to the prisoner again? Take the blade. Come on. Oh. Yeah. So we take it with us.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here.
And then
I
we
was
actually
starting to think
try...
they'd forgotten about me.
We gotta try freeing her.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the...
And then we actually just resist. So now it's the prisoner. Now to get to the cage, we need to give her the knife and then go upstairs without taking her head. Now, I will say, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be very graphic, but I'm hoping by skipping a lot of this, it won't be too terrible. All right, here we go. I guess I could have looked away, but yeah, this time we, geez, the noises are still happening. We just gotta leave the basement without her.
What? You got...
All right. So now that we're at the cage, and by doing it the way that we did, we have the paranoid, the voice. And because we have that, we just need to slay her to get the ending that we're looking for. Which, I can't remember we even have. Hello there, Randor. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing?
You step out onto...
I guess we try attacking?
As you attempt to move, the princess takes a slow step forward. As she does so, the heavy chains shift, tightening and tearing at your flesh, your joints screaming in agony as the rusted hooks dig deeper. Stars dance in your eyes as the chain wrapped around your neck threatens to choke you.
You doing all right? That's good to hear. I'm doing all right myself. We've been streaming for quite a while. I've been streaming this game for on and off the past, like, week or two. And right now, we did pretty much well, not everything. We did a lot of things I wanted to look at. Right now, I'm just trying to very quickly get through it, through this game one more time, to get the brand new ending that's in the Pristine cut. I explained what it was earlier, but in case you guys are wondering how we do it, it all depends on what routes and various vessels we go under, and then when we go see the last, iteration of Shifting Mound, there's very specific options that show up at the very top of the dialogue box. Apparently, if you select all those, you get a brand new ending. So I'm kind of skipping through a lot of this so we actually could get those endings and routes. So that's where we are.
As your vision comes back, you try to move your arm, but do little more than rotate the hook planted firmly in your wrist. It is an excruciating and fruitless attempt, which the princess doesn't so much as acknowledge. The body takes another step towards you. The chains around you.
I don't think she's happy you're here. But what do I know? I'm just a set of eyes and ears.
I don't want to die like this. I don't. This was.
Where the hell is the... It says we gotta slay her. I just don't see how this is gonna work.
Silence. Then maybe you finally get it. Everything we witness is just another shade of the same endless cycle. I wake up in chains.
The body steps forward.
You come to me, knife in hand.
The body steps forward.
You give me your
The pressure is fun.
It would be so much easier if you just gave in with me.
She steps forward.
So they're kind of fighting themselves, so... Maybe just say nothing. You say nothing, the princess smiles with a knowing silence. And so you and the princess watch as your bodies weave in and out of shadows, performing their lethal dance.
Look at us go. Aren't we beautiful?
That's one way to put it.
It's all going to...
So, did I do that one right? I mean, because this is literally like when you've made it out of the cabin, drop her into the abyss, or in the paranoid specific ending, which is the one I got, slay her. There really wasn't an option to slay her. It all kind of carried out by itself. So I'm hoping that I did that one correct. Alright, so how many was that? Was that 3? We did the stranger, the gray, and now the cage. I think the next one would probably be easiest is trying to get the wraith. And I got that one by accident. I need to get the nightmare. So we just gotta lock her into the basement. And take it with us just in case.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here.
You step.
Keep her locked away.
You'll be the death. Just ignore her.
And here we just gotta kill her. Now we're the wraith. Here, all we gotta do is just we did our initial. The only time we came down this route is we gotta throw ourselves into the void. So I think we can handle that. Your dog was whining her sleep, and I don't know whether to laugh or try to console her. Oh, maybe she's like sleep barking. If she really does seem a little, you know, blah, go and try comforting her.
You continue. This is it.
Ow. Okay, that is not what we wanted to do. I think the issue there was that I just told her to go ahead and do it. I needed to struggle more. Thankfully, we have autosaves.
You continue. This is it.
There we go. Throw your body into the abyss.
The next time I see you.
Okay, that is 4. So now we just need one more. Trying to think what would be a easy one to do. We can't do the damsel because we already used that one for the gray. I can't do happily ever after either. That one you just slay her too. We could try doing a Eye of the Needle. It needs to be the hunted variant. How the hell do I do that? So I gotta be the adversary. I had to outmaneuver her in combat. Okay. Outmaneuver her in combat. So to do this, I need the adversary. I need to take the blade to the basement.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down.
I gotta try talking to her a little bit. And I gotta finish the job. Okay. Now to get the hunted variant of the Eye of the Needle, I need to outmaneuver her in combat. Right? Outmaneuver her in combat, yeah, okay. So I think I got it. Yeah, there's the hunted. Okay, perfect. So now all I have to do here is I had to lead her outside and defeat her in combat. So there we go. And before we mess this up, I'm not sure if any of these I need to keep. What the hell? Okay. No, go up. Oh, because I kept going to freaking autosave. Ugh. My bad.
We can try to survive without our steel claw, but you've...
That one I didn't want to do.
bring your... You step forward, stopping just outside the reach of her chains.
Gonna see how this is gonna work.
The princess scoffs.
Oh, you're up to something tricky, aren't you? You're teasing me with what I want, but I'm sick of waiting. I'm not going to let you give me another bad fight. I'm going to get what I want.
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend.
Okay. Oh. Well, you're falling right into my trap.
Oh, we'll see about that. Traps aren't real. The only thing that's real is bloodshed.
She charges, fully determined to end you in a single move. Left, now. As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly. Strike. Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again. Right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh. It's nothing. A scratch. Yes, it could be worse. And you manage to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned.
We're actually gonna pull this off, aren't we?
You just might. But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Yes, finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
There's a lot of peaks happening there for audio. Uh-oh.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows, each of you wounding the other again and again. She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. She's slowing down, blood pouring from wounds, splattering at her feet, leaving her weak and unsteady. More! Keep going! We can't stop now! You spy an opening, but this time she's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. You're slammed to the ground.
Yeah, I'm sure our character really liked that, though.
Nothing! These blows are nothing to us! But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
You've outplayed me, haven't you? Something feels wrong. Something.
And? Then what happens?
Crap. Guys, I'm actually getting a phone call that I need to take. So sorry, but I will be right back in just a couple minutes, and then we'll finish this off. Okay, so sorry, folks. I need to take that call. It took a little bit longer than I needed. Okay. So, we got all the vessels. What I'm hoping is that all of them were the right choices to get this new ending. I really hope. Welcome back, Poe Girl. You literally came at the best time just because I had to take like a phone call for like 10 minutes. Okay. Can I just destroy it right away? Oh crap, actually, he did say something right there. He's like, you don't need to do what? You don't need answers from the thing that lives in the mirror. Okay. Let's hope we know what we're doing here.
Ever the passive player, when the
Let's just go for the kill.
violence has always been our language, hasn't it? If this is what it takes to save you, then so be it.
I crush you. I bleed you. I grind you to paste. My scars are a memory of what you used to be to me. I want those feelings back.
I think you'll find a game you recommended good for October. Well, you mean that poo game? Maybe.
You run, but you do not run away. You take me somewhere new, somewhere we can dance like we used to. But I could not follow your steps. There was no better gift for me than the gift of defeat. You showed me how much more I could be. We made each other better. To have no challenges to fade into nothing. A life without obstacles is no life at all.
Now, see here, you see how we have that very first option? It's going to be above explore, adjust the vessel statement directly. It's going to be a little bit more bold. We need to keep selecting these options, and if hopefully I did it correctly, all 5 vessels will have something like this. I remembered a moment of my victory. As soon as you entered my domain, I destroyed you.
You speak of me as if I am a ghost, but I am right in front of you.
Even when you cut the signal to my body, I cleanly executed you. And when I was confronted with your spirit, I hurled you down a bottomless pit.
Death is a fantasy. Only those who lack perspective see it as anything other than transformation. You cannot destroy me. Fear is a chain around the neck and a needle in the eye. It was fear that made our prison.
This is the one I'm actually worried about if I got or
Our
not.
spirits were not free to, but together we let this construct.
Son of a bitch. Well, I just wasted a bunch of time. Damn it. Why? I have no idea why this one didn't go through. It says when you've made it out of the cabin, I can drop her into the abyss. Or, in the paranoid specific ending, slay her. I got the paranoid ending. I had the voice of a paranoid when I went to go get the cage. But there really wasn't an option that said slay her. I was trapped. And then they killed each other. Am I really gonna do all that again? And me like an idiot, I did not save. These autosaves only go up to like... Yeah, that's way too soon. Oh, this was a waste. This was a huge waste. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Why the hell did I go after the, Why did I go after the... Thank you, Po Girl, for the 10 bits. Mom keeps asking why you have so much candy. She doesn't know I always keep a few Twix up your sleeve. I found a wooden shoe in my toilet. It was clogged. My dream job is to clean mirrors because I can really see myself doing that. 2 guys walked into a bar. The 3rd guy ducked. I don't trust stairs. They're always up to something. Thank you. I really needed that. man. Well, maybe we can make this go a lot faster.
There's always a choice.
So that's the stranger. We just need anything for the stranger.
And yet here you are. There must print. I don't. Is this a.
Wait, that's not right.
Okay, that's one. I guess I can do the gray, but how do I don't want to do the burned one again. I'll do the prisoner. That might be a little bit easier. So I take the blade.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops.
We need to try. Resist. Okay. And we simply just gotta slay her.
You steal your will and refuse to. What? You got.
Let's get this out of the way. Okay. That's two. And now we can do the damsel, and that one we just have to keep saying, I want to make you happy, I want to make you happy, until she's taken away, like we did originally when we first saw her. The problem is like, how do we do the damsel again? Without the blade. I think we kind of do the same thing. It's just we don't take the blade with us.
You are.
Fine. The blade. Move.
Okay. We do not need a killer.
Rescue her? What are you...
And this one I'm just going to keep because I kind of find this funny.
Let me guess. Spoken with our...
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had a... You're so gullible.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I want you to tell me what you want.
I just want to make you happy.
She can't. It makes...
But there must be something more you want.
I just want to make you happy.
Is she broken? What's going on? What's...
But what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
I just want to make you happy.
This isn't right. I failed.
All right. See, this is what I missed before. That one does say, you know, we can find a way to be happy together, but that went down a really, really uncomfortable route. Come on, you have to want something more than just making you happy.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now?
All right. So that was 3. What was the other ones I got? Just do the Wraith. And... what the fudge was it? Wraith and Eye of the Needle, I guess. The problem is, how the hell do I do the Nightmare again? Just lock her down there.
You are?
You'll be the death of her. Just ignore her. Didn't you hear my heart, lungs, liver?
Okay. Now we're back to the Wraith.
You continue. This is it.
Body into the abyss. Now, finally, one more, which is the... I'll do the Eye of the Needle again. That one we need to get the adversary, which is... take the blade into the basement.
Oh,
And then we're going to
it's
try
been so
talking
long
to
since
her a
anyone's
little
come-
bit. Oh, can I?
You're
Here, we'll drop her for now, but then I think we gotta try fighting her. And this one is finish the job. And then to get the Eye of the Needle, to get the voice of the haunted, or hunted, I should say, we need to outmaneuver her in combat. Okay. So we should be pretty
bring your-
good here.
without missing a step.
I think I did something a little iffy there, but I think I ended up getting it anyway. All right. Let's try this again. I think I did everything correct here. Moment of victory.
Death is a phantom. Your little hand tries to escape into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? Love melted into skepticism, and you pulled back layer after layer after layer, until all you were left with was the knowledge that you did not know me.
Hey there, Nate. Oh, yeah, no problem at all, Nature. You have a good night. Thank you so much for coming out today.
You sought the truth, then. Will you hide from it, now that it is within your grasp?
My thoughts alone were enough to reduce you into nothing.
You have never truly seen me wrong.
You cannot fathom a world without me. I kill you, you kill me. Back and forth we go, faster and faster. Hollow eyes watch from the dark corners. I kill you and me. An ending is a pattern of that.
I killed you while you tried to strangle me. And when you flooded me with tears, I did not drown.
Enough!
Okay, this actually looks a little different now. The princess dives into you once more, but this time, no lone figure claws its way to the surface. Instead, you are swept up in a whole of her, multitudes, an infinite tide crashing against you. They are like gnats against your divine skin.
I am the thread that weaves nothing into something.
She tears into you, hand and fist and tooth and claw, the pace of your dance quickening and quickening and quickening. But the faster she moves, the more easily you keep pace. You've already seen the path to victory. If she strikes again, you catch her, hands clasping her wrists, and wings binding her arms. A fervor rises in her multitudes as they struggle against you, but you remain unmovable in your resolve. And then it's over. Her shoulders slump and her limbs go slack. You see defeat in her many eyes.
This shouldn't be possible. What are you? What can you ever hope to be without me to define your shape?
Wait a minute, so could I have still done this last time? Because I thought you had to choose a choice every single time. Was it just a few of them? I could have... I probably could have done it last time. It only took like an extra 15-20 minutes, but still. Ugh. Oh well. I don't know about you guys. Do you see the princess there kind of like on the bottom, like bottom right? Why she's giving us like that stupid, like dirty ass look. Like, hey, leave her alone.
Please, don't do this to yourself.
But a time for speech is over. You will make her see your truth. Well, just in case I mess this up. It's time for you to go. It's time for you to go bye-bye. She's gone. You are truly alone. But there are worse things to be than alone. Your consciousness sits at the center of the long quiet. At the center of yourself with nothing left to distract you, you can finally feel its edges. The artificial constraints put in place by a lesser thing that could never hope to understand you, where the infinite folds into itself endlessly. Your cage. It can only imprison you for as long as you didn't notice it. And it has your full attention now. That's new. At the mere thought that it might break, it falls apart. And there you see it. A world free from death. Your new world. Ever moving but never decaying. A world of uninterrupted experience. What things will you put into it now that it's yours? What beings will you carve into eternity to experience you? What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Your new world. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I think that was the brand new ending for the Pristine cut, and frankly, I think I showed off everything I wanted to for the Pristine cut. We showed off the 3 new vessels. We showed off the new ending. The only stuff I really haven't done. We'll take a look at the trophies here. I didn't get this version of the ending where we become a god because I didn't tell my voices to shut up or you'll die. I still gotta bring a couple vessels to her. Like the Beast, the Damsel, the Stenciled Heart, the Unwound Fury, the Nightmare, the Enough for the Prisoner, the Razor's Heart, the Wounded Wild. So, and also just finishing up the gallery. So, the problem is, like, this would be, like, at least another 2 runs of the game because that is it's literally like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 vessels that I still need to bring to her in some capacity to get this ending, and then also just finishing up the gallery. So I don't know. I think I showed enough of the game that I would have wanted. So I'm happy with it. It gives you guys definitely an incentive to pick up this game for yourselves. I highly, highly recommend you guys playing this game for yourselves. And, you know, if you happen to see everything, because like I said, there's so much still. Like we're still missing a few things here. I thought you said she wasn't armed. Always leave a means of easy egress. You know, like for just chapter 1. Did I show everything in this one? I did. What is this one? Damn both of you to an incomplete existence. Oh, okay, that's the one when I kept leaving. So I did everything but the spaces between. And we still have a couple of these, you know, like leave with her at the end of everything, which I thought I did. I thought I did a leave with her or something. Like, yeah, right here. But there must be some other scene that I didn't select, but we did go through that ending. But yeah, there's so much still to do and watch, but I am content. Oh, I'm gonna miss her so much. Or even seeing her in this form, oh boy. Okay. I just had to look one more time. All right. So, man, that was a long stream. It was almost 7.5 hours. That's what happens when you take a day off, and instead of, like, doing work, I do this, which is fine. I still gotta say, like, I'm not sure how people can do this normally. Like, this is I feel like people would hate games at some point. I don't know. What are the final choice when we got that last ending? Would there be a different image if you choose to leave with her? I guess? That's what makes me wonder. Like, I'm surprised there's still, like, quite a bit. I mean, I understand things like with the Razor and the Fury. There are variants that I didn't really see. Like, look at the Fury alone. So much, you know? I did it enough to actually get her taken, you know, as a vessel, but there could have been so much more I could have done. And, like, this was never going to be, like, fully 100% on stream, just because I feel like that would be a lot. Or maybe it'll take a lot of planning, I don't know. But this was a lot of fun. It really, really was. Damn, I'm still missing one thing from the Gray. See through her burning eyes at the end of everything. Huh. Alright then. We all know where Pharaoh wanted her to put him. Oh, like, you know, her boobs. I mean, I'm not going to be dumb about it. Like, they looked very comforting. So, like, it's like a cartoon. And it's like, oh, you know, be here, be safe. So I hope you guys really, really enjoyed this game. I really did. This was I don't even know how to put it. Like, my final thoughts, it makes you think, you know, and, like, it's like, do we really sympathize with her? Do we can't trust her? What about the narrator? Like, honestly, the way I still sit here and think, it's definitely, I would consider the narrator being pretty much not like the overall arcing antagonist, and that just depends who you're asking too. Like, would it be considered a protagonist or antagonist? How you look at it. I just feel like he did all this for his apparent sake, indicating like, oh, that's to save his world. But look what you're making us go through. I don't know. Crazy would be your take. What kind of cartoons am I watching? Well, I'm not saying... I'm pretty sure that some cartoons kind of implied that, where they were... Actually, I don't know anymore. I don't know. I'm tired. I've literally been streaming all day. It's almost dark now already. What the hell? That's the only bad thing about, like, fall going into winter is it just gets super dark super early now. And, well, the good thing about it is you think that the day's almost done, when in actuality you have like a good number of hours still. So, but what I'm gonna do right now is, even though I took today and tomorrow off, I'm gonna actually log in and I'm gonna check the emails that I have, just in case, so like I don't go back Wednesday and be like bombarded with so much stuff. So I still got adulting to do. The narrator was just a terrified man, and you know what fear makes us of all. Yeah, and I still wish I had more questions about his ability to do all this. He said that he was a very fearful mortal once, and that he killed himself. But then somehow he constructed this world, the construct, to contain us, a god in a sense, and also the princess, or what we perceived as a princess. And it's like, well, how did you do that? So I'm sure there's so much lore that I could be understanding or figuring out, but we did quite a bit, and I'm happy with it. So that is that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure what I want to stream next. I got to get back into like recording more of Paper Jam, so I can get that going, so that I can eventually record Brothership, which I don't know how long it's gonna take for my copy to come in still. Like it might be a little while. I'm actually checking right now. I'm looking at the tracker right now. I'm just curious. The last time it was updated, it was on the 8th, so 3 days ago. Apparently, they're still waiting to accept, or waiting to receive my package, so it might be a little while. But, yeah. That's in terms of LPs. In terms of streaming, I'll figure out something. We'll figure it out. Alrighty. So, as usual, that's an image to freaking stop off at. Thank you all so much for watching these streams of the pristine cut of Slay the Princess. It has been a hell of a ride. If you're a fan of visual novels, straight up, go for it. It just has a really awesome aesthetic of being horror as well. It'll make you feel a bunch of things. And, yeah, I'm just glad I actually got a chance to play it. Love you all so much. And don't forget to spread that love around. Have a great day, everybody.